hours. It's a long drive.
So is this your first time in the Chicagoland, Northwest Indiana area?
No, I've lived in Michigan. I've been to Chicago. But in the Crown Point area, this is our first time. It's been a beautiful city, beautiful area, and everyone's been so welcoming and just really it's a beautiful area here.
Yeah, what have you guys been up to for the last couple of days?
Oh, we've done some sightseeing. Went to a Cubs game, a White Sox game. Went to Chicago. So it's been a lot of fun.
So there's your son right there. He throws a first pitch strike to Andrew Waltz. You're more than welcome to cheer him on. I'm like, don't worry about that. But, here he is, with all his friends and his teammates out there enjoying himself and, a chance to go to the championship as here's the 0-1. So are you seeing him, watching him pitch right now? I mean, as a parent, like what's going how are you like processing all of this?
I stand a lot, and just keep encouraging them, and we keep encouraging all the boys, just to shake it off if something goes wrong, to keep focusing, have fun, remember to have fun, and focus one pitch at a time, one bat at a time, one play at a time. The coaches have been really good, and we couldn't do this without all of our fans. We have a lot of Florence fans out there, and thank you to everybody that's out there cheering them on.
Well, right there, one out for Jay Quees on the mound. It is Jay Quees,
yes,
right?
Yes, that's correct.
It's a very hard name. It's kind of hard. Just wanted to make sure. But, yeah, how many people, from the Florence area are tuning into tonight's action and cheering all the way back in Alabama?
I wouldn't be surprised if there are hundreds. We even have mugshots out there. Thank you to Mugshots for live streaming it for us. So we appreciate all the support for our families and friends. There's tons of people that are watching and cheering us from afar. And then we have a lot of family and friends that are here, too, as well.
Yeah, for Braden on the mound, just a young kid and, just playing a baseball game, how important is it for him to remember he's just a young kid out there having some fun with all his friends?
Yes. We try to remind him every day, you got to have fun. You're going to make mistakes. It's okay. We tell that to all the players. You're going to make mistakes. Shake it off. You're learning. You're still growing. You're 10 years old, and it's going to take time. So you just do your best, give it your all, and work hard. And
I see a couple of Jay Quees jerseys out there. So who's here today?
His grandparents are here.
Is that
catch
line in the center?
Yes!
And there's a catch right there by Green for out number 2. But, we got the grandparents.
Are here, and his aunt, one of our aunts and uncles are here. So we've got some family. Some traveled from Michigan, some traveled from Alabama. So
would you say you're the most nervous out of all of them?
I am. Can you tell? My hands are shaking.
Well, let's do a good start so far. 2 quick outs. Maddox Evans now swings on the first pitch. Yeah, you got all this family here and everything, and it's very important because school's starting soon, I believe.
Yes,
right?
well, our school started this past Thursday, so shout out to Kilby. Braden and Aiden are here, and they missed the first 2 days of school, but they'll be starting back on Monday. So, but yes, they're here, dedicated, wanting to win and represent Florence and Alabama and the Southwest region.
So here's the 1-1. And that one, call the strike. He wears the number 99, which you don't see often. Where does that come from?
He just loved that number and picked it out, and it's stuck. So we've kept it every team he plays with. He's 99.
Well, was one pitch away from getting out of this inning as he steps off the mound here. And here's the 1-2. And that will just miss away at a ball. Count now 2-2. Has he always wanted to be a pitcher growing up, or was there another position he wanted to play?
He's always played second base. He loves to play infield. He really enjoyed playing catcher, but pitching just started. He wanted to get better at it. He started taking lessons from Zach Curtis, and Zach's been really great with him, and he started about a year and a half ago, and he just kind of picked it up. So he kind of plays a little of everything in infield except for first base, and but pitching just kind of picked up.
Now there's a 3-2. The second baseman right there collects it to throw the first.
Yes!
Got him in time. And a 1-2-3 inning for Jay Quees on the mound. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
For joining us here today. I really enjoyed our conversation. And the best of luck to you and the Florence Navy All-Stars throughout your journey.
Thanks, Florence, for being there and watching us. Thanks for rooting them on.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So once again, this is Jay Quees, the mother of the pitcher, Braden Jay Quees, joining us in the top of the first, watching her son pitch on the mound. What an amazing experience for her there. So we'll go to the bottom of the first for Florence Navy's first all-bats. You're watching the 10U Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu, hi Stu, has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Back here in the bottom of the first, a 1-2-3 inning for Jaquez on the mound with his mother watching, as well as kind of calling the game with me there. Was getting very excited for her son on the mound. So now we'll flip the book over for Florence Navy, the home team here today. Alex Elliott set to lead things off for South Lexington. It'll be Gray in left, Evans in center, Tunstall in right, Jennings at third, McGuire at short, Waltz at second, Lubick at first, Flannery's your catcher, and Gillespie is your pitcher. As that first one fouled back to count 0-1, Alex Elliott will lead things off. Braden Jaquez will bat second, Bentley Green third, Grayson Davis fourth, Aiden Hill fifth, Grant Satcam sixth, Eli Van Diver seventh, Cole Richardson eighth, and Owen Jenkins ninth. So Elliott takes the 0-1 away, and count goes 1-1. That's so great to hear the perspective of a parent during this World Series tournament, the 1-1. And Elliott takes for a called strike just because this is a very big game. The winner goes to the championship game. They'll be played at 3 o'clock here. As here's the 1-2. And Elliott takes away for ball 2. But you want to hear how nervous but excited she is and all the great things this team's been able to do here in the city of Northwest Indiana as well as Chicago, as here's the 2-2. And Elliott over the head, a count now full, talking about Cubs, the White Sox, being able to, see more baseball. So you go to a baseball tournament just to go to more baseball games. Can't get away from the sport. That's what amazing it is. The 3-2, Elliott under that one, lines it in center field. Evans on the move and makes the nice running grab for out number 1. It's a good job by Evans to really read it off the bat and react right away. So now Braden Jaquez, the pitcher for Florence Navy. Been a consistent piece in this lineup, usually batting in the 2 or 3 hole. First pitch, and Jaquez will foul that one up and off the netting. This is a Florence team who has dominated throughout this tournament. Undefeated so far. They've only given up 1 run in all their 4 games played. Their offense has been stellar, and the pitching as well. And Jaquez will take the 0-1 for a called strike. The count now 0-2. The 0-2. And under that one, a pop-up to the second baseman, Waltz, and grabs it with 2 hands for out number 2. Going into this matchup, it was very evident that we could see a pitcher's duel here. Both teams have had strong pitchers throughout this tournament in terms of runs against and runs allowed. For South Lexington, they came in to bracket play 1 and 2, but were able to get in this game because of the runs against tiebreaker. As that one on, Bentley Green misses outside for ball 1, but credit to South Lexington. They've defeated number 5 and number 4 seed. 1-0. And Green takes for a call strike. Gillespie doing a good job on the mound so far. 2 quick outs for him at 11 pitches so far. 1-1. On the ground, slow roller. Jennings collects the hard throw over the head of Lubick. So Green will reach safely. And the inning stays alive for Florence Navy. So Grayson Davis, the catcher, takes the first pitch high for ball one. For South Lexington, they've been playing the Cinderella story here. As the 1-0 misses away to count now 2-0, they've been having that magic. You know, South Lexington magic has been evident here. Winning huge 2 back-to-back games, the 2-0. Davis way under that one, popped up in the air, and it's going to be foul. So 2-1 count, but for South Lexington or Florence Navy, 1 win away from the Cal Ripken 10U World Series championship game. And whoever loses this game, they will still have one more game play in the third place game taking place tomorrow as well. So the final 4 teams, and there are 2 of them, the 2-1. High for ball 3. The other 2 are the Altamont All-Stars and the Bryant Black Sox. Those 2 teams will play 20 to 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. 3-1. And fouled away over the press box. Count now full with 2 outs. Aiden Hale stands on deck. Three-two. And under that one, lifted into right field. Tunn still on the move and makes the grab for out number 3. So a scoreless inning for Gillespie on the mound. A scoreless tie at the end of the first. We'll go to the second as you're watching the 10U Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Located just 1 block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Back here in the top of the second, and you know we had somebody from Florence talk to us in the first. Now here in the second, we'll have somebody from South Lexington, Trent Waltz. Your son playing in this tournament today, and Andrew Waltz. How are you feeling?
A little nervous. A lot of excitement, but these kids have worked very hard to get here, both teams, so it's just fun to go out and watch a good baseball game.
Now, you guys aren't too far from the area. Lexington's not far at all. How far of a drive is that?
We were about 5 hours or so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so not too bad.
So you guys come in as the number 12 seed. You know, only 12 teams made the World Series bracket. You guys have defeated number 5 and a number 4 seed. Talk about the thrill of being in the stands cheering on all these players throughout that time.
Yeah, I think we had a tough pool. Mm-hmm. Had 4 really good teams and came up a little short. Gave up 1 run in the first 2 games and came out 1-1 in that, which is never easy. But these kids are resilient. We got a lot of pitching, got a lot of depth, and kids just battled back. And the goal was to get to the championship bracket, and from there, see what can happen. So your son Andrew already batted, though. But as a parent, what goes through your mind when you see your son at the plate or on the field when a ball hits right to him? It's much more nerve-wracking, I think, than he is out there. There's a lot of emotion that goes through it. You just want him to play well and do the best that he can. And how much more of the Waltz family do we have in attendance here today? So we got grandparents from both my wife's side of the family and mine. We've got siblings. We've got cousins. We've got the full crowd. And talk about the journey for this team as a whole throughout this summer. Yeah, this team is unique because they qualified as 9-year-olds. So the trail for them looks a little different than most teams, but went out and played a really competitive schedule. We're a small true park team, much like Crown Point is. So all these kids play league baseball throughout the year, and then towards the end of May, we form all-star teams, and they go play the trail. So this team's been together for a couple months, and this will be the last one for us this year.
So what have you guys been up to? I mean, you guys are in Northwest Indiana, which is also near Chicago. Any fun activities that happened?
Yeah, Crown Point, hats off to them. They have done a tremendous job this year with this. The facilities are great. The amenities are great. The opening ceremony was phenomenal. They just have been first class in everything they've done. Got a little baseball in, got a little entertainment in, some good food, and just bonding with the kids.
Good food. Where'd you guys get the food at? Let me ask that.
We've been to the brewery, had great food. Would highly recommend that. And DoorDash has been key for this team.
Good to hear that one. So one out here in the inning, a 1-2 count for Miles Tunstall at the plate. As a, parent of this team and, hanging out with all the other parents, the grandparents, what's going on through your guys' mind, watching this game, knowing that one went away from going to the championship?
Yeah, this is a really close group. It's a great group of kids, great group of parents that all really get along well, in it for the team. Every kid's got the best interest of South Lex at heart. So it's been a great experience. Been up here for over a week. That's a long time to be at a small hotel, but siblings are getting along, parents are getting along, kids are going out and playing games, and it's just been a really fun, memorable week.
Well, Tunstall grounds out there for out number 2, 1 out to go. Dalton Gillespie will be the batter here. The first pitch to him, and Gillespie takes high and away. 4-1. Anybody watching back at home that you want to say a good hello to?
Yes, I actually do want to shout out our 11-year-old team.
Okay.
Just this past week, we're World Series champions down in Ocala, Florida for the Cal Ripken 11-year-olds. So they not only won that, they are off to the 12-year-old World Series next year. So want to shout out them. I think they've got a little watch party tonight, and just thank them and congratulate them.
Well, here's the 2-0 from Jay Quees. Misses away to count now 3-0. And with your son Waltz, were you a baseball player ever growing up?
I actually coach our 12-year-old team. So we played in the 10-year World Series 2 years ago now down in Florida. So I do. I coach our 12-year-old all-star team, which is a lot of fun, but it's good to just be a dad and not have to worry about those things.
I was going to say, even though you are a dad here today, what kind of things are you doing with your son during this week? Are you doing some drills with him, maybe after a practice or something?
Yeah, I mean, Ryan Gray, our coach, he's phenomenal. He's kept the kids loose. He's kept it light. They've hit a couple times. They fielded it, trying to keep it fun. It's unique in the sense of playing one game a day. That's not the normal for an all-star team, so that's a bit of an adjustment. But Ryan and the coaches have just done a phenomenal job keeping them ready to play.
As Flannery fouls off the first pitch here, once again, we have Trent Waltz, the father of Andrew Waltz, joining us from the South Lexington side of things, and we didn't know who was coming up here. There was a discussion being made, and here we have you as the 0-1 on Flannery High for a ball one, throw back to first, not in time. And I got to ask, all the way from Lexington, Kentucky, how strong is baseball in that area?
Baseball in our area is really good. Like I said, we obviously have a team here in the semifinals. Our 11-year-old team just won the World Series. Our 12-year-old team competed in the OVR and came up just short to go to the World Series. Our 8s and 9s are both really, really good. I think our 8-year-old team only lost a game or two all year. And our 9-year-olds are primed to come back here next year to Crown Point and experience this themselves.
Well, Flannery out there on the fielder's choice. Well, once again, Trent, thank you so much for joining us here today. We really enjoyed it, and good luck for the rest of the way.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Once again, Trent Waltz joining us from the South Lexington side of things, and Jay Quees able to throw another 1-2-3 inning on the mound. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Scoreless still here as you're watching the 10U Cal Ripken World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point, Indiana on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like health care and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Back here in the bottom of the second, Aiden Hale will lead things off. And the 0-1 misses away to count now 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Hale lines that into right field and drops down for a base hit. So a leadoff single for the third baseman. And I really hope those viewers enjoyed those conversations with both of those parents, kind of going through the minds of them and hearing how they feel in this tournament, watching, their kids play in what is some great baseball and what's been a great week of baseball. So Grant Satkamp now. And Satkamp takes for a called strike. The 0-1. Satkamp under that one. Foul and out of play. Satkamp, he bats righty but throws lefty. His favorite food is butter noodles. He plays wiffle ball, listens to music, watches YouTube, and loves playing basketball and baseball. 0-2, swing and a miss. A good 0-2 pitch from Gillespie on the mound for out number 1. So Eli Van Diver now. The shortstop will step in with 1 out. And Van Diver inside his hands, pops that one up. Gillespie calls everybody off, but the first baseman makes the grab. And Lubeck for out number 2, a little bit of a collision. Seemed like the pitcher, Gillespie, ran into Van Diver, the runner, and Lubeck, the first baseman. Sort of awkward right there. So they're going to check in on him and make sure he's all right. It was a tough play to make. There was so much going on and not much room to make the play, and both teams just kind of hit each other. The first baseman and Van Diver walked away, but Gillespie, taking his time, is holding his arms above his head. Possibly got the wind knocked out of him there. Those are always those scary plays where the ball is right where the runner is, and unfortunately sometimes a collision does happen. They're going to get him some water. Like I said, I believe it's just the wind was knocked out of him and just needs to get some water inside of him and take a couple of deep breaths and he'll be okay. Well, just a reminder, you're watching RSN Game Day coverage of the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus and Crown Point. Open 7 days a week. Check them on the web at PetSuppliesPlus/Crown Point. And seems like a good response by Gillespie. Puts on his glove and walks back to the mound. And, of course, if you're in town to watch the Cal Ripken World Series, make sure you stop in at one of Crown Point's most popular eating establishments, Station 21 American Grill. From burgers and ribs to wings and fish, open every day at 11 a.m. for lunch and dinner. Station 21 is just 1 minute away from the ballpark. Check out their menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat drink, relax. And, of course, a big thank you to the Blue Crew, who's got all your umpire needs. Give them an email at thebluecrew21@gmail.com for all your umpire needs. So they're going to give Gillespie a couple of pitches on the mound just to kind of start to feel it. So 2 outs in the inning after the leadoff single by Hale. A strikeout and a pop out. Now Cole Richardson. And Richardson takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Richardson, the lefty, but throws righty. Enjoys chicken nuggets. He loves the TV show SWAT. As here's the 1-0. Richardson under that one and fouls it away. If he could meet anybody historically, it'd be Babe Ruth, so he could see what it's like playing baseball in his time. His favorite professional athlete, Ja Morant. His favorite professional team, the Atlanta Braves. 1-1. That one low and past the catcher, Flannery. That will allow Hale to advance to second. So 2-1 count now. Best advice from Richardson is to never give up. As a 2-1 pitch misses away to count now 3-1. Gillespie on the mound, 29 pitches so far. He's done a good job, though, here in the early going. 1 strikeout on the day. That one inside the hands and right to the first baseman. Lubick collects and taps first base for out number 3. So another scoreless inning by Gillespie on the mound. We'll stay at a scoreless tie as we head to the top of the third. You're watching the 10U Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network. The only game in town.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Top of the third, it's been a pitcher's duel so far between both teams. If you're just joining us, thank you. Jack Field here with the play-by-play. Zach Snelly on camera. And Claude Martinez producing today's game. Braden Jaques, 31 pitches so far for the young man. He's thrown 2 scoreless innings. 1 strikeout on the day so far. It was a 1-2-3 first inning. Had a little bit of trouble back in the second, but was able to evade any runners crossing home plate. So as the warm-up toss is concluded, it'll be Miles Gray, Jace Jennings, and Andrew Waltz for South Lexington. So Miles Gray now. Gray enjoys steaks and potatoes. His favorite sports are basketball, baseball, golf, and soccer. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. His favorite YouTube or favorite TV show is Dude Perfect. As that 1-0 inside for ball 2. His favorite music comes from the country star Chris Stapleton. 2-0. And a called strike on the outside corner. Favorite professional athlete, Paul Goldschmidt. That's his favorite professional team, the St. Louis Cardinals. And now Miles Gray having a short conversation with the third base coach. Kind of about the game plan here. 34 pitches for Jay Quees on the mound. Here's the 2-1. That one on the ground. Van Diver on a knee, gets up, hard throw, foot on the bag in time for out number 1. It was good contact made by Gray, but Van Diver does what every shortstop has to do on that play. Collects it, takes his time, and makes the hard throw. So Jace Jennings now, the third baseman. And Jennings on the first pitch lifts that one, shallow left center, and it drops down for a base hit. So 1-out single. First hit of the game for South Lexington. And we'll turn the lineup card over. Andrew Waltz now. And this will be the end of the day for Jay Quees. He was nearing that 40-pitch mark where if you do cross 40 pitches, that is 1 day of required rest. And, you know, with tomorrow being the last day of the tournament, you would want him to be available to pitch for tomorrow's game. So we'll take a quick break and be right back and let you know who the new pitcher is for the Florence Navy All-Stars. You're watching the 10U Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu, hi Stu, has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit
New pitcher on the mound is going to be Bentley Green. Checks in for Braden J. Quees. So 0-0. Here's the 0-1 bunt shown, lays it down, and that one will roll foul on the third base side. Florence waited until the very last second. That one started fair, but then made its way foul. So Owen Jenkins, who was at second, now in center field. And the former pitcher Jay Quees will go to second. 0-2. And Waltz takes away. That's off the catcher's glove. Jennings in the second safely. So a chance here for South Lexington. We talked to Andrew's dad earlier, Trent, here, and gave us the perspective of a parent going through this tournament. The 1-2, a slow roller to the first baseman, Elliott, grabs it and taps on the first base bag in time for out number 2. That will advance Jennings to third. And arguably one of the best hitters for South Lexington is Easton McGuire. In one of the bracket play games, he was 2 for 2 and 2 intentional walks. There's a chance here to give South Lexington their first lead. And takes the first pitch low and away for ball 1. We've seen this duo of Jay Quees and Green throughout the tournament. It was evident yesterday in their win, as Florence trying to keep all their pitchers under 40 pitches. And the 1-0 misses away to count now 2-0. Like we said, after you throw pitch number 40, you'll be required 1 day of rest. And like we said, with the championship tomorrow, you want to make sure your players are available. As that 2-0 to McGuire is called a strike. The count now 2-1. McGuire flew out on his first at-bat. Had a couple RBIs here in bracket play. As that 2-1, fouled and off the right side netting. So 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Green takes a slow walk back to the mound, adjusts himself, a couple deep breaths. 1 strike away from keeping South Lexington scoreless. Collects himself, the 2-2. McGuire, good eye by the right-hander for ball 3. Maddox Evans on deck. South Lexington able to get their first hit here in the third as Jace Jennings stands at third. 3-2. High heat. Green brings the gas for out number 3 and a huge strikeout. We'll go to the bottom of third. No runs scored yet here in this close one as you're watching the 10U Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Here in the bottom of third, and stay tuned after today's game, we'll name our Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game, our proud Union home play of the game presented by IKORCC, and our Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Owen Jenkins now will lead things off for the team from Florence, Alabama. We were able to find out earlier, making the drive about 8.5, 9 hours. First pitch to Jenkins, shows bunt, lays it down, right back to the pitcher Gillespie, collects the throw to first, not in time. The hustle by Jenkins off the bunt, and a leadoff single for Florence. No, I'll say this, I have been very impressed throughout this tournament how many kids can lay a perfect bunt down. It's been something tremendous to see. So Alex Elliott shows bunt, pulls it back, and it hits him. So now 2 runners on, nobody out. They'll give Elliott a couple of seconds to walk that one off. And we've seen small ball work a lot in this tournament. And for an example, the Bryant Black Sox have been doing it the most, and they're in our semifinal game after this one. So Braden Jaques, the starting pitcher for Florence, has a chance here to give his team the lead. It's been a huge piece in this lineup. Shows bunt, pulls it back, clips the top half of the zone for a called strike. 33 pitches so far for Gillespie on the mound. You have Jenkins at second, Elliott at first. The 0-1, and Jaques. Oh, liner to left field and down for a base hit. They'll hold the runner and Jenkins at third. And another hit by Jaques at the plate. And that's how you hit a baseball right there, ladies and gentlemen. Barrel on the ball and take it to left field. So the base is loaded. Bentley Green now the 3-hole hitter. Your current pitcher for Florence swings the first pitch and fouls it away. reached on an error in his first plate appearance. We're in 0-0. A big opportunity here for Florence. Green. And takes it away. So 1-1 count. Green. And takes for a called strike. The count now 1-2. Infield in on all four positions. And Gillespie steps off the mound. Takes a deep breath, regathers himself. Here's the 2-strike pitch. And Green under that one, lined to left and off the glove of Gray. One will score. Here comes Elliott rounding third. Play at the plate. Not in time. And a 2 RBI single by Bentley Green. And Florence leads 2-0. Takes it the other way. A great effort by Gray and left, made the dive for it and seemed like it just clipped the glove and couldn't hang on to it. Now it looks like a conversation here between the manager of South Lexington and the catcher Flannery. So a huge hit. Jaques stands at third and Green stands at second now for Grayson Davis. Infield remains in. Davis on the first pitch. Fouls that one out of play. For Florence, look, they might not score 10, 15 runs every game, but they get to these leads and then their pitching just shuts the offense down on the other side. Here's the 0-1. Inside on Davis. Just misses his own. The count now 1-1. Davis reached on the fielder's choice back in the third. 1-1. And away for ball 2. So Gillespie at 41 pitches. So now in that 1 day of required rest range. The 2-1. And away for ball 3. So Davis ahead. Aiden Hale stands on deck. For right now, Florence a chance here with nobody out and 2 runners in scoring position. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Now to count full. Good job by Gillespie on the mound with the attack of the fastball. 1 strike away from a huge out, number 1. 3-2. And misses outside for ball 4.
Number 13, Aiden Hale.
So Aiden Hale now, as we'll have a mound visit here. Manager for South Lexington, Ryan Gray. And it looks like we'll have a pitching change here for South Lexington Red. So we'll take a quick break and be right back and let you know who the new pitcher is for South Lexington Red. You're watching the 10U Cal Ripken World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus and Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Got it. I believe that's
that one guy's pitching like that. 6, you notice
on the other team.
No, the guy that just got taken out.
Oh, Gillespie.
He's got like a different series kind of lined up.
Case Rogers comes in.
We're back to you, Chad.
Case Rogers will be the new pitcher for South Lexington Red. As he gets his warm-up tosses in. If you need affordable and trustworthy insurance in Northwest Indiana, talk to the Hanger Insurance Group located in the tournament's host city, Crown Point. Whether you need auto, home, life, or even farm insurance, they are the ones to call. Their offices are at 950 South Court Street, open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. For more information, visit their website at hangerinsurancegroup.com. So as we get some more warm-up tosses in, Florence, 2-0 they lead. It was a scoreless tie going into this inning, but the bats have been hot for the team from Alabama. And of course, Dutch Farms is a fourth-generation company that has been serving the dairy needs of families for over 30 years. From cheese and eggs to juice and gelatin, Dutch Farms has every dairy product you can imagine, completely sold from farm to fresh. For more information, visit their website, DutchFarms.com. Dutch Farms, a family tradition of quality. So Aiden Hill will be the first batter for Rogers on the mound. So Gillespie checks in behind the plate. First pitch on the ground, slow roller. Jennings on the move. It's going to be pitcher Rogers. The throw at home. Got him. Oh, what a play by Rogers. Had the sprint right off the mound, the turn, the throw. A nice play made. So Grant Satkamp now. Bases remain loaded with one out. First pitch misses away for ball one. 1-0 and away for ball two. Florence trying to pat on to this lead. Really make things comfortable for their pitcher on the mound. Here's the 2-0. Satkamp inside his hands will foul that one off. So the count 2-1 now. Big thank you to everybody tuning in to today's action. As here's the 2-1. And away for ball three. So a 3-1 count now for the left fielder. Struck out back in the second inning. Eli Van Diver on deck. And Satkamp takes down the middle for a called strike two. It's a tough task for Rogers on the mound. Come in with the bases loaded. Been able to get one out so far. And Satkamp thought about it. High for ball four. So a tough break for Rogers on the mound. Run number 3 crosses home plate for Florence. Eli Van Diver now. Popped up back in the second. Takes that first pitch away for ball one. A good job by Gillespie behind the plate to keep that one from going past him. Game 1 of 2 here on the major field, the semifinals. 1-0. Bunt shown. Laid down right to the pitcher. Rogers going to be a close play. The flip, not in time. The head slide just in time by Davis. And Florence leads 4-0. It's one of those tough plays for Rogers where you have to try anything you can to get that out, and it was a good idea to try and get the flip. So Cole Richardson now. And Richardson takes high for ball one. Richardson grounded out back in the second. 1-0 and high for ball two. So Hale stands at third. Satkamp at second. Van Diver at first. And that 2-0 misses away for ball 3. So probably the red light right here for Richardson at the plate. Owen Jenkins on deck. And Richardson takes a called strike on the outside corner. He thought that might have been ball 4. (3-1). Bunch shown, laid down right to the third baseman. Flips it to the catcher in time for the force out. So good job by South Lexington to get the out at home for number 2. So Owen Jenkins now batted in this inning already and singled. And takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Singled and scored. As here's the 1-0. And Jenkins takes inside, does hit the zone. Called a strike. We have a question if any Indiana teams were in this. They were, but unfortunately none remaining in the World Series bracket. As a 2-0. Count 2-1 actually. That was ball 2. So here's the 2-1. High for ball 3. So now to count 3-1. Elliott on deck. Florence have scored all their innings here in the third. The 3-1. Inside on Jenkins for ball 4. So we'll turn the lineup card over. It'll be Alex Elliott now. Ryan Gray makes his way out to the mound, and that's going to be the end of the day for Case Rogers. Points to his left fielder. He might be the new pitcher for South Lexington. We'll take a quick break and let you know who the new pitcher is as you're watching the 10U Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Next game.
The new pitcher for South Lexington will be Briggs Lubeck. So goes from first to pitcher. A couple of defensive substitutions. For the team from Lexington, Kentucky, Clayton Johnson will move to first, or checks in at first, I should say. Case Rogers moves to left. And those are about the defensive changes for South Lexington. Before Florence, 5 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error. For South Lexington, no runs, 1 hit, no error. And Alex Elliott hit by a pitch earlier this inning. The bases loaded, 2 outs. Swings at the first pitch, slow roller to Jennings. He'll look to the runner going to third, and Richardson and tag him for out number 3. But not before a 5-run third inning for the Florence Navy All-Stars as we move to the top of the 4th. And you're watching a 10U Cal Ripken World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point, Indiana on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu, has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack and Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use, and it can save you time and money. Once your order is in, our own Strack and Van Til team preps your order with care. For delivery or pickup, enjoy the convenience of letting our to-go team shop for you. Enjoy your special moments. Sign up online today at shop.strackandvantil.com.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
So as Green remains on the mound, Maddox Evans will lead things off here in the fourth. Evans on the first pitch will take 4-1. South Lexington trailing for the first time here today. 1-0. And Evans takes the off-speed pitch for a call strike to count now 1-1. Evans enjoys chicken Alfredo, wings and pizza. Loves all sports and video games. 1-1. And Evans, a beamer off the ground and through in the left field. A good start for South Lexington here in the fourth. A leadoff single. So now Briggs, Lubick. It's been one of the hot hitters for South Lexington throughout this tournament. And Lubick on the first pitch takes low. 4-1. He enjoys baseball card collecting. He also does basketball, football, soccer, and golf. Enjoys country and rap. Inside, 4-2. His favorite pro athlete and anybody you can meet historically are the same person. Kobe Bryant. He had such a great mentality, and he was a great player. 2-0. And away, 4-3. His favorite professional team, the Milwaukee Bucks. And his best advice is, it's all in your mind. So ahead 3-0. And high, 4-4. So Lubick draws the 4-pitch walk. 2 runners on and nobody out for Miles Tunstall. Miles, another player here on South Lexington who enjoys collecting sports cards. He also makes videos. That one low and off home plate. Both runners will advance safely. So now danger on the bases. 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Tunstall enjoys Lil Uzi Vert. Little baby. If you meet anybody historically, it'd be Babe Ruth. 1-0. Tunstall fouls that one off the right side. He'd want to meet Babe Ruth because he would like to know how to be so great at baseball and what tips he might have for him. His favorite professional athlete, Freddie Freeman, as his favorite team is the Atlanta Braves. And his best advice, have fun. 1-1. And Tunstall takes 4-2. So South Lexington looking to get some offensive momentum going on here. 2-1. That one on the ground. The second baseman, Jay Quees, collects and throws in time for out number 1. But it's a productive out by the bat of Tunstall. Drives in the first run for South Lexington. So Dalton Gillespie now was the starter for South Lexington today. First pitch swinging, lifts that one up on the infield. Van Diver makes the grab just in front of the outfield grass for out number 2.
Outfielder, number 7, Case Rogers.
So good job by Green on the mound after giving up a run. Throw one pitch and get an out. So Case Rogers for his first at-bat. Lefty-lefty matchup, and Rogers takes low, 4-1. One out to Rogers, and high, 4-2. Rogers' favorite music is Counting Crows. Never heard of them. Interesting. His favorite TV show is Sports Highlights. 2-0. And Rogers ducks and takes high, 4-3. His favorite athlete is Trey Turner. And his favorite professional team, the Cincinnati Reds. 3-0. And Rogers takes inside for a called strike. His best advice is work hard pays off. His superstition is I wear regular socks for baseball games and always put on my belt on the third hole. So he draws the walk with 2 outs. And runners on the corner now. So it'll be Clayton Johnson for his first at-bat. First pitch and down, 4-1. A good job by Davis behind the plate. One-0, Johnson, and takes that one high to count now 2-0. Johnson enjoys mac and cheese. His favorite historical person, Jackie Robinson, but his favorite professional athlete is Ellie De La Cruz. And the 2-0 on Johnson misses. The count 3-0 now. Green at 30 pitches so far. A little bit of some trouble here. And here's the 3-0. And misses high, 4-4. So a 4-pitch walk to Johnson. The base is loaded for Jace Jennings. Chance for South Lexington to add more. Cut this deficit. It's 5-1 at the moment. So Jennings will step in. 1-for-1 on today. Singled in the third. And takes for a called strike on the upper half of the zone. The 0-1. And Jennings will take that one high, this time for ball 1. Andrew Waltz, number 1 hitter, stands on deck. Good crowd on hand by both teams. The number 1 seed, the Florence Navy All-Stars. The number 12 seed, the South Lexington Red. Oh-2. Jennings on the ground, slow roller. Green collects, has some trouble, flips it, not in time. Throw gets past first base, and here comes run number 2 across the plate. 2 runs score on this play for South Lexington. 5-3, the score is now. Johnson stands at third. It was a tough play for the pitcher, Green. He came down to a knee, had a little trouble grasping the baseball, and once he looked at first, Jennings was across the base. So a pinch hitter now. It's going to be Clayton. Let's just say it's going to be Ethan Schmidt. So number 27, Ethan Schmidt, checks in. Ethan Schmidt in bracket play. He came in for a pinch hit, and it was for a 2 RBI double. First pitch, Schmidt takes low for ball 1. You feel a lot of that momentum now on the South Lexington side. Now only down by 2. The 1-0. And Schmidt takes low for ball 2. Comes in for Andrew Waltz. Schmidt on that one right to the second baseman and caught by Jay Quees for out number 3. But South Lexington scores their first 3 runs and cuts the deficit to 2. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th as you're watching the 10U Cal Ripken World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus here in Crown Point, Indiana on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Located just 1 block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Jay Quees, the leadoff hitter. Lubeck on the mound, misses for ball 1. One-0, and Jay Quees takes for a called strike. Jay Quees popped up back in the first, singled in the third. On the ground right there, McGuire on the move, collects the hard throw. A good job by the first baseman on the catch for out number 1. So Bentley Green now, and for McGuire, that's some smooth defense right there. That's what you want to see from your shortstop. Gathers the ball, takes a step, and one motion with the hard throw. So Bentley Green now had a big hit in his last at-bat. Takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. One-0. And Green takes for a called strike on the outside corner. Green enjoys chicken and pizza. The 1-1. And bounces in front of home plate for ball 2. He has his own YouTube channel, the Junior Bat Bros. His favorite TV show is Family Guy, as his favorite music comes from Polo G. If he can meet anybody historically, it'd be Babe Ruth, so he can get some tips on how to hit dingers. His favorite professional athlete is Justin Jefferson. His favorite professional team is the Angels. As that 2-1 on the ground and through to center field. A one-out single off the bat of Green, his second here tonight. So to catcher Davis now. Fielder's choice in the first. Drew a walk and scored in the third. Off-speed pitch by Lubeck. Hits the zone for a called strike. On one and away for ball one. So Lubeck trying to keep this game in a comeback range. Only down by 2 now, South Lexington is. The 1-1. Now one on the ground. McGuire flips to the second baseman. Now to the first baseman. Double play. 6, 4, 3. Inning-ending double play. And what a momentum boost right there for South Lexington. That's a thing of beauty right there. McGuire to Waltz to Johnson. And we'll go to the 5th inning. 5-3 is your score. Florence leads as you're watching the 10U Cal Ripken World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point, Indiana on the Region Sports Network. The only game in town.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Want a taste of real Chicago pizza? Look no further than the Corner Booth. Since 1987, the Corner Booth used fresh vegetables, top-tier meats, and 100% real thick-cut cheese to make premium frozen pizzas. Find all 6 pub-style thin-crust Corner Booth pizzas in grocery stores throughout the area. With some as close to Crown Point, the host of the 2023 10U Cal Ripken World Series. And, of course, if you're looking to buy, rent, or sell in Northwest Indiana, Nicola Group can help. With over 1,000 clients helped in the area, the Nicola Group has become one of the most trusted real estate teams in the region. Their office is located at 112 West Clark Street in our host city of Crown Point. You can also visit their website at thenicolagroup.com. The Nicola Group, reality Exodus premier. So we'll see what South Lexington can do here. The 3-run score, the scoreless bottom half of the 4th. First pitch swinging by McGuire on the ground. Third baseman has a long throw, a good stretch by the first baseman. For out number 1, a new pitcher on the mound as well for Florence. It's going to be Alex Elliott. Jake Quees now checks in at third. So Green's day is done on the mound. First pitch to Evans, called a strike. Oh, 1 slow roller on the ground. Jay Quees collects the hard throw, the stretch. Another nice play made by the Florence defense for out number 2. So 2 quick outs. Now Briggs, Lubeck. And Lubeck takes the first pitch high for ball 1. 1-0. Fouled away. So Hale checks in at catcher. Davis now at first. Jenkins at second. Jaques at third. Green goes back. The center has the 1-1. Inside on the hands of Lubeck for ball 2. So pitcher number 3 for Florence. 2-1. And Lubeck takes for a called strike. Now to count 2-2. Lubeck struck out in the second. Drew a walk and scored in the fourth. Here's the 2-2 from Elliott. And a call, strike 3. Clips the corner of the zone. And just like that, a 1-2-3 inning for Alex Elliott. As we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching the 10U Cal Ripken World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus here in Crown Point, Indiana on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
So quick 1-2-3 inning for Elliott on the mound. As we're ending the near of this game, we only played 6 innings here at the 10U Cal Ripken World Series. Glad you guys can make us part of your night. Jack Theo on the play-by-play, Zach Janelli on camera, and Claude Martinez producing. Lubeck remains on the mound for South Lexington. And his first pitch misses outside for ball 1. So Aiden Hale the batter now. Singled in the second, reach on the fielder's choice in the third. And on that 1-0, and over the shortstop's head and through for a base hit. The left fielder Rogers will collect and throw to the cutoff man. But a leadoff single for Hale. Grant Satkamp now. Satkamp struck out in the second. Drew a walk and scored in the third. And Satkamp takes 4, ball 1. Game 2 of the semifinals will take place at 7:30. Altamont All-Stars and the Bryant Black Sox. Altamont has yet to play a full game here. The 1-0 on the ground. McGuire to the second baseman in time. To first, not in time. Able to get the 6-4 out at second for out number 1. So Van Diver now, but winner of this game will play in our championship, which will take place at 3 o'clock. The number 1 seed Florence and the number 12 seed South Lexington. That one gets past the catcher, and Satkamp slides in the second. So Van Diver on today, popped up back in the second, singled in the third. 1-0. And that fastball clips the zone. Count now moves 1-1. 17 pitches so far for Lubeck on the mound. Came in for relief as South Lexington has used a couple of pitchers as the bunt is laid down and trails foul, so that will move the count 1-2. Be a huge way for South Lexington to get some momentum going into that 6th inning if they can keep Florence scoreless here in the 5th. 1-2. That one on the ground. It hit off a home plate and bounces behind, and there'll be a foul ball. So we'll stay at a 1-2 count. So Lubeck gets his sign from the catcher, the 2-strike pitch, and misses away, 4-2. Florence, this is the most runs they've given up the whole tournament. In fact, they came in have given up 1 run in 4 games if they've given up 3 here tonight. And that 2-2 off the catcher's glove, that will hold the runner Satkamp at second. But both of these teams have had strong pitching efforts throughout this tournament. And both these teams have only scored in 1 inning. And the 3-2 is high on Van Diver, 4-4. So it's interesting as time is called that both of these teams have really been quiet at the plate besides the only inning they've scored. So Ryan Gray makes his way out, has a conversation with this pitcher. Probably to make sure if he's all right and if he's not tired and if he can get these final 2 outs. Looks like we'll have a pinch hitter for Florence. It's going to be number 15, Lane Clemens. Clemens came in as a pinch hitter last game and recorded a hit in his first at-bat. As Clemens takes high, 4-1. Clemens drills that one right center field, and it will drop over the outfielder's head and roll to the wall. One will score. And an RBI double right off the bench. Lane Clemens, show me the power. And did he get a hold of that one? Tunstall was on the move. He just couldn't get to it in time. So a pinch runner comes in for Clemens at second. Owen Jenkins now. Infield in with 1 out. And away, 4-1. Florence able to pat on to their lead with 1 run at the moment. A 1-0. And high, 4-2. Under that one, it's going to trail out of play and foul and into our stands. Elliott stands on deck. 2-1. And away, 4-3. You do have first base open. But that would load the bases here with 1 out. So Lubeck takes a deep breath before he steps on the rubber. And misses high, 4-4.
Pitcher number 7, Alex Elliott.
So turn the lineup card over for the number 1 hitter, Alex Elliott, the current pitcher for Florence. Flew out in the first, hit by a pitch in the third, and reached on a fielder's choice in the fourth. And Elliott takes high, 4-1. Lubeck having some trouble missing with that high pitch. Elliott to the shortstop, McGuire. throw to catcher in time for the force out. And no one standing at third. A double play. A base running miscue by Florence Navy helps South Lexington get an inning-ending double play. And we'll go to the final 6th inning. Florence Navy able to add 1 to their lead at 6-3 as you're watching the 10U Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Top of the line security nowadays is an invaluable commodity, which is why you should contact Phil & Son Security Technology. Since 1972, Phil & Son has grown to become the largest independently owned security company in the area. With their main office located at 871 Madison Street in Crown Point, you may just be a few miles away from a lifetime of safety. For more information, visit their website at philandson.com. Florence, 3 outs away from advancing to the championship game. Elliott on the mound looks to close this one for his team. On the ground to the second baseman. Collects, and the soft toss in time for out number 1. So Dalton Gillespie now, just a reminder after today's game, will name our Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game, our Crown Union Home Play of the Game presented by IKORCC, and our Boylsmaker Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Gillespie takes high for ball 1. Drew a walk in the second, popped up back in the fourth. 1-0. On the ground, Elliott collects, takes his time, and throws at the first for out number 2. And now Florence 1 out away from being one of the final 2 teams in the 10U Cal Ripken World Series. Case Rogers, the batter. And that first pitch misses away for ball 1. Rogers only 1 at bat for him today. He drew a walk back in the fourth and scored. (1-0). Rogers inside his hands will foul that one off to the right side. At 7:30 will be the Altamont All-Stars and the Bryant Black Sox. The 1-1 and away for ball 2. Altamont, a mercy rule win against Waite Park Blue. As here's the 2-1. And Rogers fouls that one off his foot. Now to count 2-2. The Bryant Black Sox defeat the Crown Point Red. Both were great games yesterday. Now to count 2-2. One pitch away to 2-2. Just misses. The count will turn full. Clayton Johnson on deck. That one lined, and a catch by the second baseman, Jenkins, and the Florence Navy All-Stars are heading to the championship game.
Harrison, players of the game.
Jenkins timed the jump perfectly. That might have been able to go over the glove, but the second baseman, a nice effort made. And he records the final out. A great game played by both teams for South Lexington. Those kids should hold their heads high. They'll still have one more game. They'll play in the third place game tomorrow. Unfortunately, no shot for the championship, but still an amazing season for the team from Lexington, Kentucky. They have a lot to be proud for.
Late President and CEO Ron Ellison. His commitment to our nation's youth was unsurpassed. His primary objective was for every child to have the opportunity to play in this great game.
So both teams will line up for the Cal Ripken Awards, and we'll do our RSN Awards after that.
For South Lexington Red, number 3, Chase Jennings. And for the Florence Navy All-Stars, number 13, Aiden Hale.
So now time for the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. They have offices open from 9 to 7 Monday through Friday and Saturdays till 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. So your Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game will go on the Florence Navy side of things. We'll go to Bentley Green. 2 for 2 at the plate with a couple of RBIs. Was able to get out of some trouble on the mound and keep things where they were. So Bentley Green, 0-0, will be your Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Now time for your Proud Union Home Play of the Game. It's time to name the Proud Union Home Play of the Game, presented by IKORCC, the Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters, where you can build your future. Learn more at IKORCC.com. And that play of the game will go to the second baseman of Florence Navy, Jenkins. Owen Jenkins on the play. The catch, a clinch a spot to the championship game. It was a nice jumper, timed it perfectly. And the one that sealed the deal. So Owen Jenkins, once again, is your Proud Union Home Play of the Game, presented by IKORCC. Now time for your Boylsmaker Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. You can earn while you learn with Boylsmaker Local 374. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org. This one will go to South Lexington, and we're going to give this one, it looks like, to number 3, Jace Jennings, 2 for 2 on the day, including an RBI. Played a great third base as well while he was out there. So Jace Jennings will be your Boylsmaker Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. And a big thank you to our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, our video coordinator, Claude Martinez, also producing today's game as well. Zach Zanelli, the man, the myth, the legend behind the camera, getting all those great shots. And, of course, a big thank you to our World Series Tournament Director, Adam Whitehouse, the coaches and volunteers and families for making this week possible. And, of course, to some of our partners throughout this coverage, the Blue Crew for all your umpire needs, Station 21 American Grill, where you can eat, drink, and relax, and Pet Supplies Plus, which is open 7 days a week, and you can check them out on the web at PetSuppliesPlus/Crown Point. Game 1 over. Time for game number 2. We'll be back at around 7:30 Central Time here at Crown Point, Indiana, as you're watching coverage of the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus here in Crown Point, Indiana, where you can check them out on the web at PetSuppliesPlus/Crown Point on the Region Sports Network. The only game in town.
Yeah, 5 tiebreaker.